Welcome back to the Lone Ranger Radio Show with Bruce Woodburn, Cross Country Mortgage. We talked a lot about whether you should refinance or buy right now. So refinancing, I told you, get off my VIP watch list and get your application made now. Go to WeBringYouHome.com. The strike zones for refinancing are much shorter than a lot of people think. The last 3 times, actually 4 now, because we just had one this week, opportunities to refinance lasted 1 to 3 days. 1 to 3 days. That's it. Now, I think the next sweet spot is going to be between October 13th and the 27th. Why? Because it's 2 to 2.5 weeks prior to a Fed cut. After the Fed cut, now it's not as good. I mean, we lost almost 40 basis points after the Fed cut. That's not good. That's not good. So you have to follow the direction that I give you. Why? Because it's the right thing to do. I'm the only guy telling you when not to lock. I'm the only guy alerting his clients going, hey, we just had a dip in the market. Let's look at what kind of better rate we can get. Let's look how much more buying power that might give you. Listen, my name's Bruce Woodburn. I'm the Lone Ranger. I've been doing this for over 35 years. I will promise you, you will never, ever, ever get self-serving advice that would serve me and not you, ever. I promise you. I will always take care of you. I will always be upfront, but I am very upfront. I am not, am I a warm and fuzzy guy? I'm very, very direct when it comes to things that you should or should not do. And believe me, I've had people walk out of my office going, wow, he told me that I'd be crazy to do this, that, and the other. You know what? I am, because it's the right thing to tell you. And I'll tell you a story quickly before I go on to the next topic. I had a client, he called me from the radio show. He's probably listening now. He owns an electrician company. Great guy. Super, super guy. Came to some of my wealth building classes. Called me up and he goes, I want to refinance this house, Bruce. And I looked at it and I went, no, you don't want to refinance the house. He goes, yeah, I do. I said, no, you don't. I don't want you to refinance the house. He says, why not? I said, because I don't think it's the right thing for you to do. I think it's the wrong thing for you to do. Well, what do you mean? Everybody else is telling me to do it. I said, of course they are, but I'm telling you, don't do it. I mean, if you really want me to do it, I'll do it. But I'm telling you right now, don't do it. Don't do it. And you know what he does? He doesn't do it. And then he calls me up and he goes, Bruce, nobody's ever talked to me like that before. And that was what I needed. And I have 3 employees that work for me. They all need to buy a home. Will you help them get into a home? I helped his entire company. They've all become homeowners now. So listen, you got to have somebody you trust. You need a doctor you can trust. You need a financial planner you can trust. You need a will and trust attorney you can trust. You got to have your heart surgeon you should trust, anybody doing your medical work, and your mortgage guy or girl. So if you trust me, and I'm going to tell you, you should trust me because I don't know anyone in my industry that has more ethics than me and my team. Why? I'm 66 years old. I got only a few years left in this game. I'll probably do 5 more years and then I'm done. And I have no reason. I'm completely set up for my retirement. I don't need any more deals. I don't need to close one more of your loan just to squeak by a commission. You know who does? All these internet guys. They're working out of their garage and their website looks like they're working out of a high-rise building in downtown New York or Miami. They're not. Okay. They're brokers working out of their garage and they're in their pajamas with flip-flops on and underwear working on your loan. That is not me. I am full-time mortgage lender, watching the market like a hawk, studying the market, studying the bond market, studying patterns, fundamentals. Why? So I can be a better servant to you. That's why. 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313 or WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com. And listen, you want to get your application started? I'm right here to help you. It takes you literally 15 minutes to finish that application with me. On a refinance, if you're VA and FHA, I'll close it in 2 weeks. If you're conventional, I'll close it in 2 to 3 weeks. Anyway, but let's look at the numbers and make sure that they're right because they may not be right for you. So here's what I've done. I've got about 500 people in my pipeline right now that want to refinance. About 400 of them I've got on a waiting list because they're not ready. Rates aren't low enough for them yet. I had one that I did yesterday. I'm saving the guy $889. Now, listen, he was happy, but he went, wow, I wish it would save me more. I'm like, pigs get fat and hogs get slaughtered. And here's what's happening. Some people that were on my VIP watch list, and you probably know who you are, went ahead and got duped by their current lender to refinance, and they did it early. They didn't listen to me. They didn't listen. And that's okay. Not everybody does. They didn't listen. But then they called me up and they went, because they were on my watch list, I went, hey, yeah, it's time to go ahead and get it all going now. They went, oh, Bruce, we already did it. We did it with somebody else. And I'm sorry, but we've already, oh, there's somebody calling me now. We did it with somebody else. And I'm like, well, what'd you get? They told me what they got. And I went, if you would have held out, you would have gotten almost a half a point better. And that's what I told you to do, but you didn't do that. And now I can't do anything for you because you've already refinanced. And if you don't have a net tangible benefit, meaning that you have a break even period that benefits you, and I have to prove to the government that it benefits you, then don't do it. And we won't. That's why lenders use a 36-month break even period. I'm trying to get you down to a 12 to 24-month break even period. Isn't that better? Call me now, 407 706 3313. That's 407 706 3313. Or go to my website at webringyouhome.com. My Tampa Bay friends, you can call me at 813-213-4009. That's 813-213-4009 or webringyouhome.com. Hey, listen, all you first-time home buyers, Hometown Heroes is still available. Are you a hero, a teacher, law enforcement, military, healthcare worker? You may qualify for up to $35,000 in down payment assistance money. I'm locking tons of people in on that, but the money is starting to go fast. So if you want to get into a home and cash out of pocket is your problem, call me. I can help you with Hometown Heroes. We also have other down payment assistance programs that might suit your needs as well. If you're not a hero, you're always a hero to me. So you can always call me for that. Listen, home buyers are actually, you got a group of home buyers. You got some people that, are move up buyers, but they struggle because they have the golden handcuffs, meaning that they're sitting on a 30-year fixed rate on their current home at 3% interest rate. And they don't want to be they don't want to be at 6% interest rate or 6.5 or whatever. So they don't do anything. And all they're doing is waiting for the market to change. Well, that might not be the best idea. Then you have first-time home buyers that still feel the affordability crunch. Okay. And listen, let's not mince it. Affordability is tough right now. I mean, the cost of things are expensive and pay has not caught up to what the cost of living is, but it will. It will. It will turn around. Everything does. Every time, all the time. It will always get better and there'll be better opportunities. But right now, here's why I see it's an opportunity for buyers. So listen, if you're looking at buying a home, maybe you're looking at investment properties. Maybe you already own several homes. Maybe this is your first home. Maybe you want to sell the one you live in and buy another one. Maybe you got a 3% rate on the one you have now and you want to buy a new one, but you want to put a ton of money down. So you want your payment low. I might say, no, don't do that. Let's keep the one you have. Like my friend Joey that I'm doing right now, his lender that he went to, he didn't go to me first. He went to somebody else and they told him, no, you got to sell your house. I ran the numbers. I'm like, you can keep that house, buddy. He goes, I wanted to. I got a 2.75% rate. You gave it to me. I got him a loan at 2.75% rate. I'm like, keep that as a rental property for the rest of your life. I mean, that's a gold. That's gold. That's your retirement right there. Why do you want to sell it? Don't sell it. Don't sell it. Keep it as a rental property. So he is. He's going to make a ton of money. Matter of fact, the rent from his current home will either allow him to pay that one off soon. And I told him, don't put money toward a 2.5% 30-year fixed rate. Put the money toward the other mortgages or other loans that will pay off higher interest rate debt. So he's going to do that and we'll build debt And that'll allow him, he's going to actually have about $1,200 a month in positive cash flow to put towards his new purchase that I'm doing on new construction. Trinity Family Builders he went to. They gave him $35,000 toward his closing costs. We did rate buy downs. Man, this guy's just, he's golden. He went to another builder, okay, Stanley Martin. They were going to give him 18 grand in closing costs, okay? And then they told him he didn't qualify. He had to sell his home. So he called me. He says, can you look at it? I want to buy this Stanley Martin house, blah, 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 blah. And I looked at it and I went, I can do it. And he says, well, Stanley Martin won't pay the closing costs if I use you, but they won't do the loan. I went, well, tell them to pay the closing costs. They wouldn't. So you know what I told him? I said, right down the street, Trinity Family Builders has a bigger home, bigger, better, and I'll get you not 18 grand in closing costs, but 35 grand in closing costs. He went down. He met with Tiffany. You know what? They wrote a contract the same day. His house, the walls are already up. I mean, we're 4 months out from finishing it, and he is happy as can be. He got twice as much almost in closing costs paid and got a bigger and better house. I mean, you guys have to expand. Listen, I'm here to help you. I'll tell you where to go, what to do. Whether you do what I say, that's up to you. But if you want somebody you can count on, you want a friend in the industry, then call me. That's what I'm here for. No shenanigans, no fast talking, no words you don't understand or acronyms that nobody cares about. Let's just get down to business and get you into a great house. First time home buyers. Do you know that there's 3.5 homes on the market for every one buyer? If that's not a buying signal, I don't know what is. It's a buying signal, folks. So get off your lazy butts and call me. You keep putting it off. You keep procrastinating. And listen, grandpa, you're listening to the show right now. You got adult grandchildren. Okay. You're going to end up leaving them your hard-earned money one day. Why don't you give them a gift now, but only give them a gift toward a down payment on a house? You're going to give them money anyway. You're going to leave your family money. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to piss it away. You give them your money, they're going to piss it away. They're going to buy a Harley. They're going to buy a Boston Whaler. Okay. They're going to buy an F-150. They're going to buy an 80-inch screen TV and a George Foreman grill. Okay. I'm just painting a picture for you. That's what your grandchildren or your children, adult children, are going to do with your hard-earned savings, because they don't know how to manage money. So here's what you do. You lock it up for them and you guarantee them future wealth. So you help them out with the down payment to buy a home, only a down payment to buy a home. They can't pull the money out. Once it's down, it's in. It's in. You're going to guarantee you're going to change their life. Let me help you. Let me show you how to do that. Let's help our children and our grandchildren, and let's watch them thrive before we die. Why not? 813-213-4009 is my phone number. That's 813-213-4009, or Orlando 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313, or WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com. I got to take a break here. I'm going to take a 5-minute break. When we come back, I want to talk about the best way to negotiate a purchase transaction. Now, listen, buyers, and listen, sellers, because I'm going to help you both. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We are going to teach you the tricks of the trade. And I do this every day. And by God, if I could negotiate your real estate deal, you'd have the best realtor on the market, but I don't sell real estate. Stay tuned. 407-706-3313 or 813-213-4009 or WeBringYouHome.com. One more time, 813-213-4009 or 407-706-3313 or go to WeBringYouHome.com. If you own a home, you don't want to buy another one, you need a home equity line, 5 minutes to apply. I'll fund it in 5 days. Go to WeBringYouHome.com and apply. Be back in 5 minutes with more of the Lone Ranger Show. Don't go anywhere.